Welcome to Backroads DIY. Today's video is going to cover our pond build. This is going to be part 2 of the series. This is going to be all of the land clearing. The last one was kind of the plan, the build. Well, the guys have been out here for the last 4 days or so working on getting all of these trees down. Welcome to Backroads DIY. This video is going to be all of the land clearing, taking down all the trees, prepping, getting ready for our pond dig. This is the second video in our pond series. Let's see. Welcome to Backroads DIY. This is part 2 of our pond dig series. This video is going to cover all of the land clearing that the guys have been out here doing. We are December 30th today when I shoot this. The guys were out December 23rd. They were actually I say guys, but it's only been one guy out here, and then that's a little mini excavator. He was here Christmas Eve. He was here the day after Christmas. All the video that I have is primarily shot with the drone, just with traveling and the holidays. I haven't been able to be out here every day kind of videotaping, so I've been trying to stop by when I can, do some aerial footage, stay out of this guy's way, let him do his thing. But let's take a look, walk around, take a look at some stuff. If you hear that clinking in the background, he's over working on his mini excavator, putting a track back on, I think. You can see we are pretty much at the end of the stage. They are going to be bringing in the dozer, the big excavator, as well as a high lift, I believe, tomorrow, and they're going to start the digging process. But it is looking really good. They got all this cleaned up all the way around. Last video I showed you where I had bush hogged, but now if I stand over here kind of where my last video was and shoot across. All right, it is really cold, windy, and wet. You can see all the way across. See up there work on the excavator. All the trees are down. It's turned out to be bigger than I expected it to be. We will walk over here towards where we have the sinkhole. He was working on digging this out today. So the tree's staying. We're down here in the bottom of the pond now, and when I had the drone out here the other day, I kind of zeroed it at ground level, then went up to where he is up there at the excavator, right up there, and there's about 23 feet of elevation change. So it's really hard to tell on camera, but there is quite a bit of a hill there. Let's see if I can get over here and show you a better view. These wood piles are taller than I am. I am over 6 feet tall, and they are bigger than I am. You'll see in the aerial or the drone shots that I put here at the end how big they are. But he's been out here for almost 4 days clearing trees, and then today, like I said, he was working on cleaning up the sinkhole. You can see there's a nice clay here. There's the sinkhole. Here's all the rock and debris and stuff that he cleaned out of there. A lot of this rock I'm going to keep, the big pieces. I'm going to end up turning that into a waterfall feature at some point. So I'm going to keep all the big rocks. There's another one that was taken out. And you can see how big this is. If I can get up here and put my hand on it for scale, you can see how big of a rock that is. He's using a 12,000 pound mini X, I think the biggest that Yanmar makes. Here's some more. Oh, there's a snake, dead snake, but there's a snake that they pulled out of the sinkhole. There's some more rock. All right, let's hop down here. Oh, and take a look. All right, I am about 4 feet down in this hole. You can see the rock that's been getting chipped out. There's some more here. And if we come over to the sinkhole, take a look at it. See if I can zoom in here for you. That the bottom of that, what you can see, is probably about 4 feet lower than where I'm standing. But the plan is to clean this out a little bit more, and then take a lot of the clay and push it down in there, pack it as full as I can, and then this will be underneath the dam. So there'll be a dam that goes all the way across. They'll have an 8-foot wide kind of bench or shelf on top of it, so we can walk all the way around the pond, mow it. But he's pretty confident that by us packing this and burying it underneath the dam, that we should kind of limit our risk of it opening back up and all of our water and fish disappearing. But spin around here, take a look at the soil. This is all hard clay. A lot of it's still wet. We had 72-degree temperatures 2 days ago, and then overnight it went down to 28 degrees. So it's been a huge temperature change. There's even more rock back there. If I stand here and look out, this gives you hopefully a little bit of a view of what it's going to look like. It's going to be bigger than the 3/4 that I kind of initially gathered. They cleared out more trees and went back further towards the wood line than I assumed that they would. So we're probably going to be, my guess is, over an acre in surface area. All right, I'm going to stop talking now. I've talked long enough, and we'll pop up the drone footage here over the last 3 or 4 days, and then wrap it up. And the next video will be them actually coming out and digging the pond. I also said, I don't know if I said it already or not, but I set a trail camera up here and put that on a time-lapse photo, so we should be able to get some good video while I'm not out here all the time. I can at least do some footage to show you all. All right, I appreciate you all watching. If you have any questions, please put them down below in the comments. We do read all of our comments that we receive. I try to respond to everybody that I can, but feel free to post any questions and comments down there. Appreciate you watching. Thank you.